All right, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, my name is Omoje, so Alfred, and I'm seeing the Swag King. I'm the boss of all bosses, and I happens to be among the most innocent guys on the face of planet Earth. Like the Caesar, I said I came, I saw, and of course I conquer because the street refused to go to church. Now the guys at the street, they refuse to go to church, and that's why I've decided to take the church to the street. Now I have a deal with them. If only we can just wear Christ with a whole lot of swag. I have an amazing special daddy right here in my midst. In fact, we shall just need to just bump him. You understand? See, sometimes when I just talk PG now, you understand? Sometimes when people they try to talk to Papa, they won't talk to Papa. Papa don't do plenty good work, and just say, Papa, you don't do this work. Man, we need to come talk to Papa when don't do all this good things for town. All right, so let me switch back to English. He has been doing a lot of great job in not just in River State at large, but also in the country, Nigeria, and beyond, affecting life, touching the life of youth, young ones, teenagers, the young, the middle class, even those that feel they have arrived. This person also made up his mind to touch them. I'm talking about no other person but the General Overseer of OPM worldwide. Oh God, I'm so honored. Like so honored. Baba, before we start to talk, just touch me.
You're blessed.
Oh, I'm blessed. So good. So if you see me tomorrow on my Lamborghini, don't worry. I'm already collected all the blessings already. All right. Now he's right there with us as our guest, the General Overseer of OPM worldwide. Sir, I want to say I'm very honored for being on the same set with you. It's an honor. Of course, you've blessed me. That give me the anointing to talk. Okay, so now I will not be panicking. I can talk now because you already touched me. Okay, so I'm working under your grace right now. All right, you've been doing a lot of great job. You've helped so many people, not just in the states. Okay, even beyond the state, even outside the country. I want to find out what is your motivation.
My motivation is the love of Christ.
Okay.
For God so loved you. Okay, let me start like this. Okay, there are two major verses, but let me start with one. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave, not just giving one of the angels or giving one of the maids, but his only begotten son. He taught us something there. Sacrifice. He sacrificed for us. Even while we were yet sinner, he died for us. Even for those, he died for both those that accept it and those that don't accept it. Both sinners and the righteous. So if God can do that for us, he can go this extra mile. It is time for us to go extra mile for God to 2 billion souls to heaven.
2 billion souls to heaven.
Yeah.
That is your target.
That's my target.
You want 2 billion souls to go to heaven, and you made up your mind to assist them. Now, that should be...
No, not assist them. Those that will pass through my unction.
Oh, wow. Okay.
My vision is 2 billion souls.
2 billion souls.
Other people can have different billion souls. Mine is, before I go and meet the Lord, or before I get raptured, I must meet that target of 2 billion souls.
Well, that's amazing. Now, we know that a lot of persons have that vision. So, now, what is the striking thing about yours is you're going all out to help these people. Okay, now you bring them to the church, you pick them. Some of them are kidnappers before, some of them are they are prostitutes. You just bring them in. What gives you that passion? And we just want to know, have you witnessed something like that before that make you feel, okay, this is what I've been to, so I don't want the other persons to go to them, or something else?
Two different things. Love.
Okay.
Love gets more result than word of mouth.
Okay.
You can preach to somebody. If you have 100% of people, and you preach to 100% through word of mouth, You can convert, instead of 100%, you can convert maybe 60.
Okay.
But when you show them love, practical love, you will win 99%
Oh. Out of the 100.
out of the 100. So showing love gets more results than preaching love. Showing love gets more results than preaching love. Now, example, now somebody's in prison. He doesn't have father, he doesn't have mother. He has been in prison for, okay, let me take example of somebody. There's a young man, he was pushing wheelbarrow. And the woman he was pushing wheelbarrow, Egusi lost inside the wheelbarrow. The woman took him to the police station. They arrested him. He was locked up. He spent 5 years for a goosey of not up to 10,000 naira. He spent 5 good years. And because he didn't have money, nobody to represent him. So, not that he was sentenced to 5 years awaiting trial. He can't even go to court, nothing. Now, such person feel that this world is wicked. Such person see that God does not exist. Such person feel that God is wicked. Such person feel that why will God do this to him when he's innocent? So when you come to tell that person about God, you are even provoking the person. Be the answer to someone's prayer. Now, I got a team of lawyers, 20 lawyers. I release money to them. I said, go to prisons, any prison. I don't say, go and bail this person, go and bail. Go there, tell them, meet the warders, the controller, say, please, where are those people that don't have lawyers to represent them? Those people that have been in prison for so many years, but no representation. Is it there? And that was how I met this young man. And now, he believes that God exists. Because he doesn't know me, not seen me before. They just randomly got him and brought him out. So we have been bringing out so many, but that's one case. So many, this has been on for, I think we started it last year.
Okay. So it has been on for a year now.
Yes, we've been bringing out people, those with serious cases.
Okay, so when you bring them out, what do you do with them?
We rehabilitate them. We have a rehabilitation. I bought an estate with offering and tithe.
Okay.
Take them to that place, rehabilitate them, feed them, clothe them, teach them different skills. Because before, I found out that people that go to prison, if they come out from prison, they only spend at least 6 months and they find their way back in prison.
Again.
Why? Because when they come out, they don't have anything to do. So they go back to their old job. Now, we already have a skill acquisition center. Some of them, when they come out, they don't want to go to that skill acquisition center because they are choked with the worldly things. So they end up going to the same place.
Where they are coming from.
But inside prison, they are very sober. Because prison humbles someone because you are hopeless. So you can easily learn anything there. So I went to the prison, I said, please, can you give me a hall? I want to teach people computer. They said they don't have a hall. So I built a hall. So they gave me, I built a hall, stock with computer, employee teacher. It's been on for 8 years. I've been paying teacher. They teach them. So you go to prison without any reason. Inside prison, you learn computer. You come out with certificate. You get a job.
Wow.
Now, I later found out that I'm not getting the much results. Because for you to know computer, you must at least you must have little basic of education. So it's not working. It's only though that basic that I said, no, there must be a solution. So I opened a tailoring section. Tailoring section, you don't need any foundation in education. You learn it with easy. So currently in LLM, we have computer section, tailoring section.
All right, so I think we should just bring a crown and crown as in father. We should just do that right now because this is amazing. This is amazing. Tell us about the people you sent to Dubai or free sent.
Okay, what happened if you listen to his interview?
Yeah.
Every time I pass, I see the guy so diligent, working. So I told somebody, go and ask him, is anybody paying him for that? He said, no.
Yeah.
Because every time I pass, I drop tip. I said, okay. I said, what I want to do, only on Sundays, just come and control the traffic in the church, and I will pay you salary every month. We have traffic warden. We have more than 200 people that control traffic.
And you pay them.
No, those are volunteers.
Those are volunteers, okay.
You can see volunteers. Now, you have a volunteer that you're not paying. Then you go and bring somebody that you'll be paying. Because most of those volunteers, they are working. So they come and sacrifice in the church. Some of them are bankers, some of them are police officers. So on Sunday, they just do sacrifice. They just work. So now I pick this guy. So it's okay. I called him one day. I said, come, would you like to go abroad? He said, what? I said, what? I said, okay. Do you have international passport? He said, no. It's okay. Go take money, go and do international passport. He started doing his visa, ma'am. And where he's staying, unbelievable. If you see the place, even rat cannot even stay there. So I moved him because I have about 18 estates where people are living free of charge. They'll pay. So I moved him to I moved the wife and the kids to one of the estates. Then we have about 15 schools. So I told them to start attending the free school. Then now, I moved him to Dubai. Currently, he's earning about 250,000 monthly with free accommodation, free transportation. We started something 10 years ago, which is getting skilled people and getting them jobs overseas. Get them job in Poland, get them job in Germany, get job in Italy. So we got them job in Dubai. So they'll be going to Dubai. Already there's a job. The appointment letters are here. They've gotten a job already in different fields. And their accommodation is already provided by the company. So when they reach, they give accommodation and they start work. That's what is happening today. Okay, there was a day I just received a letter at the gate. And this letter written from Remind Home. You know Remind Home? Yeah. So, when an adult commits a crime, an adult is sent to prison.
Yeah, directly. Yeah.
And when the adult finishes serving the prison term, he's released.
To society.
When a minor commits a crime, he's sent to Remind Home. When he finishes serving, an adult needs to come and sign that minor. You can't release a minor. Anybody that releases a minor into the general public will lose his job by law. You can't. You have to release a minor to someone. Now these people are finished serving their different. They were arrested for pickpocket, for different things, and now they finish serving their prison terms. Now they say, okay, let your parents come and pick you. They don't have parents. Let your brother come and pick you. They don't have brother. So they remain there. Extra, some of them have spent extra 5 years after serving their term. So they wrote a letter and sent to me. So I drove down to the Remind Home. I said, please, so people wrote me later. Please, I want to see them. So the authority brought them out. So I interviewed them. And the authority confirmed it. So I said, okay, can I sign for them as a parent? They said, why not? I signed, carried them. They're living with me.
Wow, that is an amazing one. That is an amazing one. And yet the media does not really know much about this. I told you that we are definitely going to review some things to you. I said that in the video we dropped last week. I said we're definitely going to review some deep things to you. You've not heard anything. This I know that this is just the little, the tip of the iceberg because you've not seen anything. You've not seen, you've not heard. Okay. So, but what gives you? You said your joy is the love of Christ. That's what motivates you. That's what pushes you to do this thing. Now, when you do them, do you get the desired results that you want?
I get desired results. But sometimes it's not like 100%. Some disappoint. Like the first person I accommodated in my house. In fact, the first house I rented, I lived under the bridge. When I went to Lagos, I was homeless. Everything you are seeing about me is just 15 years.
15 years.
Everything you are seeing about OPM.
And God has used you to touch thousands of lives.
And we have 300 branches in 15 years.
I wish I could just go around on the branches. How long will it take me to do that?
So now, I was in my house when I received a call from the police. They want to see me, Nigerian police. And they brought a lady, 2 children. What happened? These 2 children, one is 18 and one is 8. They've never gone to school since they were born. They don't have friends. They don't know anybody. The only person they know is their parents. Their parents lives in Imwebule. Now, kept them in a room. They disconnected them from the whole world.
Why did he do that?
Even when there was flood in that area, for them not to go out, they have to put plank on top of their bacha for them to stay there so they don't go out. Because everybody in that area ran away. But they don't want them to go out. The father and the mother told them that the world is wicked. Everybody is bad. That is the notion. So these kids stayed. So one day, God has a way of delivering people. One day the parents said, we want to find, whatever is a pastor. And where are his members? The children and the wife. So how do they feed? He goes out. He preaches in buses and different places. They give him offering. He comes, buys something on the road. Doesn't even allow the wife to go and buy something. He buys and brings it. So they were like in bondage. So one day, him and the wife decided to do fasting. Dry fasting. So they accumulated food for the children, for the 2 kids, and they did the fasting. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. On the process of doing the fasting, the man died. And the doctor said, Mom, you see, Daddy is not moving again. He said, leave him. He has gone to heaven. The woman continued her fasting and left the corpse in the body, that place, for more than a month. Same house. And she too died. So the 2 kids, no, they don't know any relation. They don't know anybody. They don't know any single soul. So they stayed with the corpse. So neighbors were perceiving offensive odors. And they don't know where this odor is coming from. So one day, when the food they have in the house got exhausted, the senior one now went outside in order to see I can beg somebody for food. And they saw a neighbor, said, please. Neighbor said, you are you? I mean, the next door neighbor does not even know that he exists. So now she opened up and told the neighbor, said, I can't believe you. It's a lie. So the neighbors now called other neighbors, said, come and hear what I'm hearing. I want to. So they all listened and they all came into the room and saw the two cups decayed. They called the police. We have the video. They called the police. Police came in, did an investigation. Who buried the two cups? The police. The police organized burial in that place with neighbors on the body. Now they have two children. So now they kept the children in the police station. They want to move them to motherless baby home. But the senior one guy said, can you take us to OPM? OPM? How do you know OPM? We listen to it on radio because they don't have television. So the only thing they have is radio. They don't know call television. They don't know those. So many things they don't know. They just need. So the police brought them and I signed, received them. And I put both of them in school. The first time the girl was to go to school is in my house. Carry her to school. As I'm talking now, she's studying computer engineering in Turkey.